Great stuff there from Cam. So fits in nicely to what I've planned for my segment of it, and that's more further down the pitch where the counter attack becomes less of an option and possession becomes more of an option. So Cam used it there as evading the counter press, and whenever we are defending in a block, a medium or low block, we're inevitably going to be faced with a situation where we've got a counter press or a compressed area. So he mentioned there about the width not being as important with the counter attack, and what I want to show is clips that provide the importance of the width, so to speak. So I've used a few examples here in games. I'm going to go through them and then show a couple of training exercises as well that I would do. This was England in the World Cup recently. I thought they did a brilliant job in attacking transition. So you can see here they're dropping into a medium-low block. And when they win possession, they have a compressed area. Once possession is secured, there you go. So this is the area that you have to try and play around. England used depth to solve this problem really well in the World Cup. And within 2 or 3 passes, got in behind the opposition back 4. This is a 3v3 that was created and a goal scored from it. Similar situation in terms of their defensive shape. Medium block again. Once they win it, a little bit more space, but still some work to do. And just to beat the counter press, they used depth again. They get the numbers in the box, 3 players in the box. They force a back pass, which leads to another goal. And this was against the US, who are excellent in the transitions, both attacking and defensive transitions. So England in white, US in red. England pick up the ball. So US take away the depth option, and now they have to look for more width. So it's a great switch. And then once they get the width, they've got an opportunity. 2 passes. It's a great finish. So just looking further back on the pitch and looking for that width as an option. This was Spain against the US. And again, once possession is secured, you've got a compressed area, and then US don't aggressively counter press, but they move into a defensive shape to stop the switch, and then they start pressing it again. Have to solve that, which is a little bit risky. They play into the counter press almost, and then switch the play. And then once they get the width, this opens up some depth as well, and they can try and get in behind the US back 4. This was Manchester City. Once they pick up the ball here, possession is regained. Again, it's a 3v4 game, and they solve this really, really well. De Bruyne, the body shape that Cam talked about there, where he opens it up and switches it, and then they've got in behind them width and depth, and then in comes Aguero to finish it off. This was Leon against Carolina Courage, who are again, similar to US, a really, really good counter-pressing team. So Leon in white here, once possession is won, this shows the risk, I suppose, of trying to beat the counter-press. As soon as possession is won for Leon, Denise O'Sullivan goes and attacks it. Crystal Dunn drops in. They force the ball to keep it to one side. Really good shape there from Carolina, but a little bit of skill here in a 1v2 situation opens up the pitch. And then once the game opens up and the fullback on the far side has space to carry it, which is Lucy Bronze, Carolina drop in. They want to take away the threat, reduce the depth in behind the back four. But in doing this, this creates an opportunity in front of the back four, which leads to an unbelievable finish. So some session ideas that I would look at. First of all, solving with depth the areas that you're trying to get in. And this is just a 10v10 in the middle third. And you're going to incentivize through different points of getting into the gridded areas or the final third. So whenever one team wins the ball, which is the red team, 1 point for going into the wide channels, 2 points for getting in the central channels. Again, allowing them to make those decisions. And then you still want them to create opportunities once they do go in there. Solving it with width is a little bit different. So you want the spaces to be occupied first and foremost. That's the compressed area. Offer them an incentive for transferring the ball. So trying to get a player out as quick as possible and then trying to solve the problem of possession to work it wide. So that would be then 2 points. And then hopefully that creates an opportunity where they can still attack. Another game is 6v4 to blue. In the middle, blue start with the ball. If blue make 5 passes, they can attack the goal on the left. If the red team win the ball, they can break to the goal on the right with support. So there's 5 passes, they can break out then 2v1 and finish. But if the red team win the ball, the red team can get it wide. This is more counter-attacking and then trying to create a 3v2. And that's all we've got for the video podcast. So attack and transition, hope you enjoyed it. Big thanks to Total Football Analysis for getting on board with it. Monthly magazine, 120 pieces of analysis, bringing in the analysis of games and also how to bring it on the training pitch. Absolutely brilliant resource. Please go ahead to their website and subscribe, totalfootballanalysis.com. Use the discount code MSC20. Get you 20% off everything up until the end of April. Thanks so much for joining us. Let me know if you enjoyed it. We'll get another one up to you very soon. Thanks so much. Goodbye.